Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel. I'm uploading every day in July. I have gotten questions over time that I've had my YouTube channel from friends and I don't know if any family members, maybe, I'm not sure. But basically people have asked me in the past, how do you start a YouTube channel? Do you have any tips? Because I guess I'm an expert in this field apparently. You know, 5,000 subscribers will really change a person. So I've put together a few tips today for this video to help anyone out there trying to start a YouTube channel. I know that there's like a huge thing going around now with the monetization on YouTube and you need to get 4,000 watch hours and have 1,000 subscribers, I think. Is it 4,000 watch hours? Yeah, it's 4,000 watch hours total. I thought it was in the last 28 days. Yeah, so you need to reach at least 1,000 subscribers. I did not have that trouble, luckily. I started my YouTube channel when I was 13 for just a little background, and I monetized it probably a couple years in when I really got serious about uploading, and I don't even remember any review that had to happen, and I know that's also a thing now, like people are waiting for their channels to be reviewed just because there's probably such an influx of people trying to make money off of YouTube these days, and YouTube just can't keep up, so they need some extra time to review and make sure they're giving this power of making money through ads from certain companies. They want to give that power to the right people. So I'm just gonna dive into my tips here. I really hope these help you guys, and comment down below, start a discussion if you want about starting a YouTube channel. And make sure to subscribe to mine because I just hit 5,000 subscribers and I don't even know if I'm trying to hit a certain number by the end of the year. I just want our family to grow, and if you can make that happen, please do so. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's get into the video. Oh, and the bell notifications. Don't forget about those. Cannot forget about the bell notifications. My first tip of this video is consistency. Now, I know this isn't really much about starting a YouTube channel, but I think you just need to be in that mindset and be ready to be consistent and realize what it is gonna take in the future, because it's one thing to start a YouTube channel and it's another thing to keep up with it. So I think being ready to upload at least once a week is very important. I know people do have schedules, but just make sure you have some free time to put out content that people are gonna wanna come back and watch. Even though I have 5,000 subscribers, I don't think of myself as like a big YouTuber, and I struggle with ideas and being consistent sometimes, and that's totally fine. Hiccups, bumps in the road. As a viewer, I'm totally forgiving about that because I get that people have other aspects of their life, and I think if your viewers and subscribers are respectful, they'll understand that too. My next tip is to have a camera. So I started out with my webcam on a MacBook just like this one. It was an older MacBook at the time, and that started my YouTube channel. And I think phones are just fine, but I think if you are pretty serious about YouTube, you do want to eventually upgrade. But to get your name out there, I mean, you really just need something that'll take video and audio, and you can speak your voice and put your ideas out there and start creating. And I think that's an awesome tool that phones do give you. This thing is totally fine for starting a YouTube channel. Some people say that it isn't. Some people say that it's too competitive and you need to have high quality as far as a camera goes to start your YouTube channel. Personally, I disagree. I do think you should up your quality as you grow, but starting out, anything you can get your hands on. I upgraded to this about a couple years in. I just retired this camera. I still use it for other things, but I am now on the Canon M50. I had the Canon G7X for a little while. I was using both this one and the G7X for like the past year, and I love the M50 so far. I hope you guys do too. Next is an editing software. Now, these can get pretty expensive. I know there's a fly. I know iMovie is like $15, and I believe it came free with my first MacBook computer. I don't know how much it is right now. Let's actually find out. iMovie cost $14.99. per Google. That's a great option. $14.99 is definitely a good price. I was lucky enough to be able to purchase Final Cut Pro 10, which is, I'm literally not trying to brag, I'm just saying for the sake of knowledge, it's $300. So that's like, someone could literally buy like a camera off of Craigslist or eBay or something for that amount. So it definitely is something I would assume someone would need to save for if they're just starting a YouTube channel as like a teenager. It must be hard. So I think iMovie's perfectly fine. Even like, I know Splice is one on like an iPad. That's another thing. If you have an iPad or an iPod, same thing as the phone. Just use that as your camera and I think you'll do fine. But yeah, an editing software, personally, I went the iMovie then Final Cut Pro 10 route, and I think that did pretty well for me. I really like when text can pop up in a matter of one frame to the next frame, and I know that wasn't an option in iMovie, and that's just like a personal preference for me. I think it makes videos fast and the editing can be quick, because sometimes that's how I edit my videos. With iMovie, it's like lower thirds and they fade in and expand and whatever, and it takes a lot longer, and I just don't think it looks as professional, or not professional, but just as sharp and clean and quick as it can be if a video was edited on Final Cut Pro. But obviously money is something to be thought about when thinking about an editing software, just like it is to think about when you're buying a camera or lighting. Lighting is also a big thing. If you want me to do a separate video, by the way, on my filming setup or how I edit my videos, just give this video a thumbs up and comment down below and I'd be happy to do so. This is just a small tip. I put ideas on my list just because it will get hard sometimes depending on how much you post. I'm posting daily right now, so I'm constantly trying to think of ideas of things that people are gonna wanna watch and things that will make them come back to my channel, and that can be hard, especially on a daily basis. It's easier if you do once or twice a week, especially because trends pop up all the time, and it's a really good idea while you're doing YouTube to hold on to trends and make videos about trends, because I've gotten thousands of views on videos that I did specifically about a certain trend, like the Ariana Grande Starbucks drink video, the Jonas Brothers reaction, and stuff like that. My two most popular videos weren't on specific trends. I just like making forts, and those happen to get the most views out of all my videos. Free time is my next tip. You must have a lot of free time to do YouTube. It takes a lot of time, especially if you want your content to look good. You have to set aside time to remember to charge your camera, which I know is just like popping a battery into a charger, but the things that are gonna take up the most time, filming actually doesn't take up that much time, but you still need to set aside some time to prepare your setup and whatnot. Editing will probably take the longest. You need to edit your video and your thumbnail, and then you actually have to upload the video after exporting it. So it's a big process, and you need to realize that a lot of time has to go into this if you want your content to exceed a certain degree, which is basically what you want, because if you don't set enough time aside to do YouTube, it's kind of just a waste of time, no matter how much time you do put aside in the long run. If you're not setting aside enough, people aren't going to want to come back, and therefore, what are you doing it for? I mean, if it's fun, but like, I'm doing it for fun and trying to make kind of a career slash job slash side gig out of it. It's just everyone's personal preference. And my last but certainly not least tip, I don't know if that made sense, is money to invest. Like I was talking about earlier, editing softwares, cameras, microphones, batteries. I do buy extra batteries with all my cameras just because I want to prolong the filming life when I'm not near a charger, because I typically do film quite a bit when I vlog. It all costs money. The new camera, I was looking for it, but it's filming right now. The new camera I just got, the battery, the extra battery itself was $40-something, which is kind of crazy for just the battery. Like, that's almost $50. Like, that's a lot of money that could have gone to something else, but I did think it was worthwhile enough to spend on the convenience of having an extra full battery when I need it. Granted, Canon did send me the wrong battery, so I don't even have an extra battery right now. Thanks, Canon. Love ya. What was this? What is that? Overall, if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, just make sure you have fun with it. Sometimes it might feel like work, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if it starts to stress you out all the time and stuff like that, don't do it. Well, you should change something. Not that you shouldn't, like, you shouldn't just quit, but you should definitely change something. Maybe your upload schedule. If 2 times a week is too much for you, then bump it down to once a week, and even if it's just 1 video per week, you'll probably look way happier and have way more fun producing and, you know, editing and uploading that video, and you'll be excited for your viewers to see it, as opposed to twice a week when you're all sad and stressed about making YouTube videos. Your viewers are gonna notice. So that's all the tips I have for you guys today. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, hit the bell notification, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be tomorrow. I am uploading daily in July. I love you guys so much, and I will see you then. Bye.